Welcome to this lesson. Hard work pays. Remember, in our last lesson, we discussed about Republican government, and in this lesson, we're going to be learning about constitution and constitutionalism. You need to know the meaning of constitution and constitutionalism, the sources of constitution, functions of constitution, and types of constitution. What is constitution? Constitution can be defined as the fundamental principles, rules, and regulations guiding a state or country. Constitutionalism, on the other hand, explains that the powers of the various organs of government are defined and regulated by the Constitution.
A constitution explains the various political institutions, functions, and powers existing in a country. It states the rights and duties of the citizens. Now let's talk about pillars of democracy. When we say pillars of democracy, they are the institutional framework and conditions that can promote an enduring democracy. They are the socio-political structures that support the practice of true democracy in a political system. Next we have is the sources of constitution. Students, what are the sources of constitution? Now we have Act of Parliament. It serves as one of the source of constitution. They are laws made by the legislature form part of which form part or sections of the constitution. Another source here is customs and conventions. Customs refers to the way of life of a people. This is considered when drawing up a constitution. Conventions are also still related to customs, and they refer to the behavior and attitudes that most people in a society consider to be normal and right. We also have judicial precedent. Now, these are judicial decisions taken in court which are special in nature. Such judicial decisions become precedents which form part of the constitution. They are known as judgments passed by the Supreme Court. We have writings of legal experts. Now, intellectual works of legal luminaries and political thinkers are included where necessary when constitutions are to be drawn up. Another source here is past experiences of the people or the society. The past experiences of the people in terms of geopolitical history and socio-economic past are considered when drawing up a constitution. We also have international laws. Some international laws and conventions ratified by nations are considered in making a constitution. Now they become binding on such nations. We have decrees. Now, in Nigeria, some decrees promulgated by the past military regimes form what is now regarded as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. An example is the Land Use Decree. Let us see the functions of a constitution. What are the functions of a constitution? Who can tell us the function of a constitution? A constitution is the fundamental law of a country. Every other law exists in line with the constitution. Otherwise, they become null and void and of no effect. Another function here is that a constitution states clearly the powers, functions, and responsibilities of a government. Do you understand? The government can be held responsible through the provisions of the Constitution. Another function here is that a constitution like the Nigerian Constitution defines the three organs of government, that is the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. Their composition, functions, and powers are clearly defined in a constitution. Another function here is that a constitution makes provision for fundamental human rights, and we all know that fundamental human rights are the natural rights and privileges enjoyed by every citizen of a given country. Now, the violation of which can be challenged in courts. Are we together? A constitution shows the form of government being practiced or to be practiced in the country. The Federal Constitution of Nigeria states clearly that Nigeria is a federation of states. So let us look at the various types of constitution. What are the types of constitution? We have the written constitution, we have the unwritten constitution, we have the rigid constitution, and the flexible constitution. When we talk about the written constitution, it is what a type of constitution that is what documented down in a single book. Do we understand? This type of constitution is a codified document containing the fundamental principles, rules and regulations, conventions and customs according to how a particular country is governed. We also have the unwritten constitution, where the laws, the fundamental principles, customs, norms, rules and regulations that govern a country are not contained in one single document. We have the rigid constitution. A rigid constitution is a type of constitution that is very difficult to amend or cumbersome. Now, it is always through a special process that a rigid constitution is amended. We also have the flexible constitution, as we all know. It is a type of constitution that can be easily amended. It is always through simple majority that a flexible constitution is amended. Great Britain operates an unwritten constitution, and therefore it uses flexible constitution. Now, this is the end of our lesson. Until next time, and bye.